What if you had the power to literally attract your deepest desires, dreams, goals to your life without effort? How would your life be? If you had the power to attract and manifest anything you wanted, what would you manifest? If you had the power to change any part of your personality and mold it into whatever you wanted, how different of a person would you be today? And what would you strive for? Inner Soul Technologies brings you a technological breakthrough in quantum engineering, the Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate. This device literally taps into the zero-point matrix lattice of this time and space continuum, the blueprint from which life and reality as you know it emerges from. The Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate broadcasts your intent, desires, dreams, and goals billions of times more powerfully than the average human is capable of into the cosmic quantum field of life, dramatically shortening the time in which your desires manifest within your reality. How the Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate works is based upon advanced mathematics, quantum nano vortex algorithms, and the latest developments in quantum entanglement. The time is now to stop dreaming your dreams and start living your dreams. Connect your own life force with the energy grid of the universe. Are you ready for the next step into consciousness, co-creation? The universe is yours to explore. Claim your birthright. Unlimit your potential. Become limitless. The Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate.
Hi there, my name is Rene Hamilton. I am the founder here at InnerSoulTechnologies.com. And I'm here to introduce you to a revolutionary new quantum physics device that's been in the works for about 5 years and has taken me a lifetime to develop through exploration, study, research, and philosophy, science, mathematics. All sorts of esoteric and metaphysical principles have been put into practice to create this device, which literally taps your thoughts into the matrix of reality itself. This device is a plate which literally amplifies the power of your thoughts hundreds of millions of times more powerful than it normally would be. And how does it achieve this? It achieves this through advanced mathematics and quantum algorithms, which has been encoded into this special plate that you literally sit down in front of and place your manifestation on the plate and a target to where you want the manifestation to go. Or you can literally just broadcast this signal out into the universe and feel the energy from the plate, which is connected to a 0-point, or what I would call the 0-point matrix energy morphogenic field of this time-space continuum. What it really means is that we, as a species or a collective, are all tapped into what I would call a time-space continuum. It's almost like the internet. Each of us is at home on the computer, yet each of us is viewing the internet differently. So it's like a collective consciousness. Just like the internet, us beings here on Earth are all connected to what I would call collective reality. Even though each of us sees the reality differently through our own eyes, we're still connected through some invisible way together. This device literally taps into that collective universal consciousness that we're all connected to and broadcasts your thoughts directly into that hundreds of million times more powerful than it normally would be. So what this is doing is literally tapping into the 0-point energy field of manifestation and bringing that to you or into your sphere or reality with very surprising results. And what we've been able to do is take that electrical potential out of the universe and funnel it through to another dimension, straight up to the level of imagination, and allow you to broadcast, again, your thoughts and desires and imagination into the realm of manifestation through this time-space continuum. So this is the Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate here. And we can zoom in here and get a better look at it. So right here, we have the desire pad. This is the pad, this is the place where you'd actually put your desire. Whether it be a piece of paper with a certain command upon it, you can put a picture of yourself, you can put a picture of your pet here, vitamins here, homeopathics, crystals. I'll explain that a little more later. what exactly to do with this pad right here. You also have a stick pad, okay, a lock function. You have the middle part, which is a quantum link. You can see right there. And then we have the manifestation plate. We have the intensity dial over here. And we have right here, we have the neutralizer. And all these different things here have a function. And I'm going to explain that to you very briefly. We're going to make this very quick. I'll just show you the back, just so there's no mystery here. It's pretty plain. We got some stoppers here to hold the plate above a surface, and it's pretty simple. There's no electrical devices, nothing of the sort. It's very simple yet very powerful. And this plate should last you quite a while. It's very lightweight, maybe less than a pound, I would say, maybe a quarter pound, half a pound it weighs. So it's not a bulky device by any means. And by doing this, we've been able to keep the cost down, so it's affordable for you. There are devices out there that are called radionics devices that some range anywhere from $2,000 to $40,000 I've seen. And even those don't have the capabilities that this has right here. Alright, so now I'm going to demonstrate on exactly how to use the Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate. First thing you will see is you will see a neutralize on and off button. You have a power signal here. The power signal is always on. You don't have to worry about turning the board on or off or anything for that matter. This is symbolic only for the power. However, each symbol here does have a special purpose and has a function that is actually in operation. You will see the intensity dial, which is minimum to full. You see quantum link dial, which is the center piece right here. You also see a stick pad or whole rubbing plate, a lock function, and a desire pad right here, which is the whole square piece or rectangle. And what right here is called the manifestation or destination well. So in order to start a session with the matrix manifestation plate, what we'd want to do is ensure that when the board is not in use, to have the neutralization knob turned to the on position. Now, what this means is that the board itself is neutral of any desire, any intent that was previously used on the board. So for example, if I had a session beforehand and I did not want to get that intent or desire from my previous session interfering with my new session, always keep the neutralization button or knob turned the on position. It keeps it neutral. That does not mean that it neutralizes anything that is on the board here. So let's just say I had some special liquid on here. By me having it on the neutral on position, if I had the liquid here or here, it does not mean that this is now neutralizing what I have on the board itself. It's strictly for the board itself, not anything on top of the board. So now that being said, ideally you want to keep the button, the quantum link dial on 0 and neutralize knob on the on position when not in use. When you want to use the board, put it on to the off position like so, and you're ready to start a new session. Now I'm going to explain to you a few different uses of the, or more than a few different uses of the manifestation plate here, and just exactly the mechanics behind it. One thing you'll notice is on the flip side of the board, you'll see these little rubber feet, and that keeps the plate elevated above the surface. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to energize a bottle of water. So here we go. We have a bottle of water right here. And I want to energize the bottle of water with, let's say, some vitamin C capsules. So I'm going to stick the capsules right here. Hopefully they don't roll off. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the energy, the energetic essence of the vitamin C into the water here. And in doing so, I'm going to ensure that my neutralization knob is on the off position and the quantum link dial is on the 0 position. The intensity dial does not matter at this point in time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few fingers on the stick pad. Now what this is going to do, this stick pad is connected with your super subconscious, or the cosmic consciousness, or what we can also call the God mind. I like to use the word creator mind, which we are all tapped into. So once again, this stick pad is connected to the creator mind, or your higher self per se, and it knows everything. Your higher self, your cosmic mind, your creator mind. So the process is we're going to rub the stick pad in a circular position, about like so. Some people like to rub it or make a circular turning clockwise. I prefer counterclockwise myself. I prefer 3 fingers as well. Some people prefer 2 fingers, some people prefer 1 finger. This is the way I prefer it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rub this stick pad continually, applying a slight pressure on it. And we're going to do so, and while we're doing so, we're going to turn this quantum link dial. And we're going to turn this knob at the same time we're using the stick pad. And what's going to happen is, in the course of me rubbing the stick pad right here, you're going to notice at one point or another, while you're turning this, your fingers are going to get stickier and stickier and stickier and literally stop at a certain number per se. Okay? When that happens, the quantum link between what you're attempting to do, which is transfer the vitamin C into the water, the link between the subject and the target will have been made. Okay, so I'll show you an example of what I mean. Now, some people may try and rub the stick pad and make a full 360-degree turn and realize it doesn't stick anywhere. That is something that some people can pick up in the first minute. Some people it takes 5 minutes. Some people it takes a few hours or a few days for them to get the sensitivity in their hands to actually use the stick pad. Basically, sensitivity to a stick pad actually sticking when it reaches the right target. So let me show you an example. Okay, so I'm going to form the intent in my mind. I want to transfer the vitamin C over to the water here. Okay, so make sure the neutralization is off. Ready to go. I'm going to start rubbing right now, and I'm going to start turning it down. Okay, I'm turning it down. I can feel it getting tighter as I turn, and it's stuck. Stuck here right at about 55, 53 or so. Now, at this point in time, the energy from this is traveling to the destination with the water right here. Now, what I can do is I can turn the intensity up to full or wherever I want it to. Now, I can have done that before, or I can do it after. So I'm going to do it after. Okay, I'm just going to make sure after I've put the intensity up that it's still at 50. So I'm going to rub and make sure it's still sticking. Yes, it's still sticking. Now, a lot of people are going to be unsure that when it first sticks, that's where it needs to be. So until you get used to trusting your own intuition or trusting the stick pad, I would test to see if your 50 or wherever you had reached is actually accurate. So what I would do is I would start back over again. So I'd put it back to 0, and I would start rubbing again and see if it sticks again in the same spot. And for me, it does. However, you could test even further by continuing to rub and go past your original target and see if it becomes loose. Okay, it becomes slidey. In my case, it does become loose and more slidey. Okay, and as I near, again, it sticks again. So I know that is the correct rate per se, or quantum link between here and here. Now, one thing you may notice is that the longer you keep the link, the quantum link between what you're doing and where it's going, you may start to notice energy waves emanating from the object or from the target. So for the water here, I could feel actually tingling in the air around the water bottle here. I can feel like a static cling in the air. And the longer you leave it on there, the more powerful it will get, most definitely, and it'll be tangible. It's not like you have to be energy sensitive or psychic to feel the energy. It's like static cling, actually. And that's the energy of the universe, literally transferring the energy of the vitamin C into the water in a very intense manner, per se. Now, what you can also do is you can transfer the energy over here and lock it in at a particular time frame. So let's just say I was in a hurry, or I want to get going, I want to go to a movie, and I'm done transferring. I just want to transfer it quickly over for like 1 minute and I'm done. In that case, what I would do is when you're done, you can put your fingers on the lock feature here and just sort of smudge them in so it just sticks. What that does is it locks the energy of the vitamin C or whatever it is in here at the exact moment that you press the lock. So now it's locked. The energy is not going to dissipate from the water. It's going to stay at that exact level. Likewise, you can also leave the vitamins to go into the water here for an hour, a day, a month, a year, however long you want, and it will continually go there until you lock it or until you clear the board and do a new session. So the ability to sort of leave it and walk away from it is one of the most amazing benefits of this board. It's almost like having a second mind concentrating on something for you while you can just go about your daily business and basically have all the benefits of having almost, I wouldn't say a clone of yourself, let's just say a clone of your mind that's concentrating on one thing very, very intensely. However, this amplifies your thought forms extremely powerfully into the matrix. So it's more than just what you'd be able to accomplish alone by having an extra mind, per se. So the results are pretty fantastic as far as how fast and you can transfer energy from one place with this plate. So I will show you another demonstration of what else you can do with the plate here. So move these out of the way for the time being. Okay, so let's just say I want to transfer the energy of an apple and this sort of granola whole wheat bar and some minerals into my water. Okay. Well, I would do the same thing. Before I did anything, okay, what I would do is I want to go to the on, neutralization on, okay? And when you want to neutralize in between sessions, okay, after you've just done a session, what you want to do is you want to press this button right here. That gives a quick, clean flush. And then what you can do is put it back to the off position. Now you're ready to transfer the items in here into the water again. So I'll start off here and I'll do it again. So I'm going to start rubbing. It's still loose, it's still loose. There we go. There we go, it's getting a little tighter. There we go. It's about 110. So as you can see, the quantum link number or rate is quite different than just the vitamins themselves going into the water. So that's another way to do that. What I can also do is I can also take certain vitamins, for example, let's just say I have these two, and let's just say these are items that have been recommended for me for whatever reason I want this for better well-being per se. What I can do is I can input the energies of these right here into, say, a ring or a necklace I have. Okay, so let's just say I want it on a necklace, okay, that I wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this again, neutralize, 0. Okay, clear it. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to put these into the necklace I wear. So I'm carrying around these energies with me all the time and having the benefits of these energies, of these vitamins and minerals with me all the time on a chain I'm wearing. Okay, so we're going to start doing, moving again. Oh, right away. There we go. 40, 41. So now the energies of these are moving into this chain that what I'm going to wear all the time. Now I can leave the chain on here for a few hours or a few minutes. The longer you leave it on there, the deeper the penetration. However, almost immediately, I would say immediately, the energy is starting to move into there. And it's not really done as a linear level, as in traveling from one distance to another. It's literally happening interdimensionally, so it's pretty much instant. So I'll be satisfied with that. I'll take these off. I'll go to neutralize. Okay, I'll clear the energy of that. Now what you can also do is you can also use this for homeopathic remedies. Okay, so let's just say I have certain homeopathic remedy here, and I want to duplicate that remedy. So what I do is I get an empty vial of distilled water or whatever you use for your homeopathic base there, and you can do the same thing again. You can instruct in your mind and make the intent to transfer the energy from here to there, or you can actually have a written instruction to do that, and then you can make your link here, keep on moving, keep on going until you feel your fingers stick, and there we go. So 80 something. Now I want to make sure, just for some reason, I want to make sure this is exactly, the right Dow link number here, the quantum link number. So I'm going to go past this to see if it loosens up, and sure enough it does. And come up again, and sure enough it sticks again around the same spot. So I know this is the correct link. And again, I can leave it there for as long as I want. And you can literally feel like a bubble around this area right here. So you know it's charging up. And again, you can leave it there for as long as you want. And you will probably notice that the specimen that you make could even be stronger than the original specimen. So that's something to be cognizant of as well, because this board transfers things at a very intense concentration per se. However, if you want it at the same concentration, you must make the mental intent to, or written instructions to, especially from the homeopathics, because the right concentration is very essential sometimes. Make a mental note of that and project that mental note into the board, or have a written instruction to do the same. That way you know you're getting the right intensity versus a much more powerful transfer. Okay. This board is amazing to use for energizing crystals and charging them or programming them. Basically, crystals themselves carry memory and basically are like radio transmitters and receivers, and will literally transfer information into the universe, almost like the board does, however not as intense per se. So what you can do is have written instructions. You can program the crystal to help you sleep at night. Have little commands. I sleep better with the crystal. The crystal is projecting peaceful sleeping energies. Perhaps you want to deal with certain allergies per se. Anything that you want. A more peaceful household. Help with electromagnetic stress from cell phones, TVs, computers, laptops. Put a protective energy field around the house. Whatever you want to do, you can program that into the crystal, put the commands here, or mentally think the commands and visualize them. This also works as well. However, not everyone has very strong mentalization and visualization powers. So again, I can program a code into my crystal, and lock it in. Okay, there you go. And you'll know that you'll notice that the crystals start to vibrate and maybe even look shinier and be more energetic. It's also great for clearing negative energies or any previous programming in crystals. Again, you can put a command here or the idea or thought to raise the level of purity or programming away from the crystal, or to bring it into a love vibration. Whatever you wish to, whatever wording that you wish to use, I would do so. What you can also do, just a quick note as well, is you can put empty, or you can put a water dropper onto the desire pad or the manifestation well, preferably on a manifestation well. And you can ask the universe, which is connected, which is part of you, your higher self, the cosmic mind, the creator mind. And for example, let's just say you had a pet dog who had a nasty wound. It was taking a long time to heal, or some sort of fungal infection, or any sort of issue that you wish to address within yourself. You can ask with love the creator mind, your higher self, to download a remedy into the water vial. And you can write down with blessings and gratitude your desire for the remedy. Okay, and then you can, when you're ready, you can download the energy essence of where that remedy is into the vial there, into the water. So again, you find a lock, boom, let it sit there for a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, whatever it is you wish. When you're done, then you lock that in place. You may notice certain benefits of using the water that is now energized with certain energies or frequencies or intent that otherwise would not have been there. And you may be quite surprised at the results. We make no claims on the results that you're going to get from that. However, use your intuition to see if this is working for you or not, or for whatever you apply it to. So these are a few things that you can use the manifestation plate for. You can also use it to, again, to clear any other energy devices, any orgone devices, any necklaces, rings, crystals. Almost, I would say about 90% of people who I come into contact with who are wearing crystals and rings or jewelry, the jewelry has a negative energy embedded into it, meaning the crystals, the metals are absorbing vibrations, they're absorbing negative energy, negative thoughts, as well as positive at the same time. However, it's the negative thoughts that really pull us down and keep us from achieving our higher vibration and higher understanding. So again, you can put it on the plate and ask the plate to clear negative energies, to release that to the universe and purify itself. And you'll find often the plate can do that without you even using the knobs or dials or anything like that. It's almost like the plate is listening to you and following your command and sort of working on your behalf, even when you're not even on the plate. A lot of people feel very funny, like they're like they have a natural high per se, like endorphins are being released in their mind per se. You can also put a picture of someone, a loved one, on here, and I would do so only with their permission, and send remission energies, recovery energies, prayer energies. One of my close friends and quite a few people actually call this plate an advanced prayer board, for it amplifies the thoughts billions of times more powerful than they normally would be when used the right way. And this is pretty amazing to be used in that capacity as well. So you can imagine what if 1,000 people had this and all praying on one goal at the same time. The results would be fantastic. So that pretty much wraps it up. For a few different uses. I'm sure you'll find other uses, different ways to use this plate, different techniques, different effects. Pretty much the most important thing to keep in mind is is when you're not using this to keep them at neutralization on in a zero position. And when you are when you want to send any sort of healthy positive energies to someone, you merely need to put their picture or an item that belongs to them on this, and think of what it is that you wish to send them as far as energetically, and they will be done. However, always ask their permission first, most definitely. If you do not, you are breaking a major spiritual law of non-interference. So keep that in mind as well, that always ask permission. Last but not least, when manifesting, having your manifestation happen in a now time is the most ideal time, because there only is now. So for example, this is great to be used in conjunction with, if anyone has watched the movie called The Secret, in order to create a dream board or a sort of collage of things that you wish to have, or to give to others. The process of receiving is also a giving. In order to give, in order to receive, you need to give. In order to give, you need to receive. So once again, this board is incredibly powerful, and I urge you to use this for the most noble purposes possible. And the results are very tangible and very immediate for some people. And we make no claims as to what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. This board is for experimental purposes only, and it's not being evaluated by any FDA, Health Canada. It is not meant to treat, diagnose, cure any symptom, illness, condition, or disease. This is for your own personal exploration into the nature of your own being, and allowing you to access the unlimited potential and energy of the universe in order to manifest your dreams and desires in a way in which you never thought was possible before. Basically, undoing your limits and bounds of what your mind is capable of achieving. So that being said, it might be best to use this play to explore what you're all about, what your life is all about, and achieve your greatest excitement and dreams while keeping in mind to be working in harmony with the laws of the universe, and respect other people's privacy and other people's freedom, because that will ensure you your own privacy and freedom. So yes, a lot of us love people, especially light workers, a lot of energy workers, a lot of people who are stuck in dead-end jobs and find life very frustrating and don't have the willpower, don't have the belief, don't have the confidence, have lost the spice of life and lost the wonderment and amazement of life, can now regain a good measure of hope back and of excitement back, because now being able, with this device right here, being able to tap into the unlimited power of the universe to help propel you in the direction you want to go and take your life to the next level and establish that trust and faith in the universe to work for you, is now a possibility that everyone can have in their own home. Not that you cannot achieve that otherwise without this plate. However, this plate makes it practical, it makes it easy, it makes it solid and tangible, and the results will speak for themselves when using the plate. And hopefully you take yourself to the highest level possible and to the greatest amount of joy and love possible when using the plate. So once again, thank you very much for watching this, and hope that explained the processes of how to use the plate a little more clearly than our first video. And thank you so much for your time. Once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for visiting this video presentation and listening to what we have discoveries we have to share with you. And once again, this is the Advanced Quantum Matrix Manifestation Plate. My name is Rene Hamilton. I am the inventor. I am the founder of InnerSoulTechnologies.com. And please visit InnerSoulTechnologies.com and feel free to email if you have any questions, concerns. Feel free to give us a call, and we'd love to answer your questions. And hopefully you can get yourself in a position where you are manifesting your highest dream, your highest desire, your highest excitement, and bringing the gift of health and joy and happiness and divine love into your life. And thank you once again. Take care.